Assalamu alaikum, welcome back to Live Garden. It's the first week of October and I still have quite a lot of bottle gourds in my plants that I'll be harvesting now. I also have some hyacinth beans that are ready to be harvested. I've done a few harvests of hyacinth beans, but this will be the final harvest. I also will be going into my greenhouse and harvesting other Bangladeshi vegetables like the snake gourds. So please do stay with me to see what I harvest in this video. Right, let's do some harvesting of these bottle gourds. So this will be the final harvest for this year, because as the winter months approaches, and I think from next 1 week or 2 weeks, all of the plants will be completely dead. So I think this is the best time to harvest all of my bottle gourds. So yeah, let's do it. Got one bottle gourd just back here. I'll probably have to find a way to get to it. Let's harvest this Chinese gourd first. This one here I'm going to be using for seed. This is one of the very early Chinese gourd that was here. I just kept it going because I want to collect my own seed for next year. So we've got few bottle gourds in here that are decent size, but we also have quite a few that didn't have the chance to become larger. But as I said, there's no time anymore, so we'll be harvesting all of these. This one here. So just to give you a little bit of recap, I started almost all of my bottle gourd seedlings back in January, and last week of January, early week of February, and these plants were transplanted in this raised bed outside during the last week, the 4th week of May, and then the remaining are transplanted in the 1st week of June. And yeah, since the transplant, they've just shoot off and they just kept on producing bottle gourds for me. And yeah, very, very blessed with the amount of harvest that I've got, given the summer that we had this year, which was one of the worst. I still managed to harvest quite a lot of bottle gourds, mashallah. Okay, do we have any more in this side? No, let's get to the large one at the back. That was a difficult one, but it's another one that is of decent size. So yeah, let's take all of these out and okay. Now we've got one outside that needs to be harvested. Just there to harvest that one as well. I've got a couple of bottle gourds that are ready to be harvested in the greenhouse as well, and yeah, I might as well just harvest these too. Right. Now let's harvest these Chinese cucumbers as well. Well, they're nice and young. And I've got another one in here. Cool. Let's take those. So I've got one more Chinese bottle gourd plants on this side of my garden, and I know there's few Chinese bottle gourds ready in this plant. And also in this side, I'm also growing some pumpkins, and these pumpkins are really looking nice and ready to be harvested. So let's harvest those as well. Right, so these Chinese bottle gourd plants actually is planted in my metal raised bed, and as you can see, it just trailed along my garden fence. Yeah, it's kept on producing, so we've got very large Chinese bottle gourds in here. Mashallah. Let's take this out. Let's put that in here. No, there's a few more ready in here as well. So we've got another one in here. Here. There's more. This one. There you go. Time to harvest pumpkins. Okay, this one is a different variety. And there you go, look at the color. It's very nice. Let's put that in here. Nice and ripe. And I've got another variety. This one. There you go. Now the showstopper, we've got the largest pumpkin in here. So this is, I don't know if I've mentioned in my previous videos that I'm growing pumpkin for the first time, and mashallah, I've been successful. So this is the very largest pumpkin, and look at the color, guys. It's really, really nice to look at. So yeah, let's harvest this as well. And yeah, just very blessed with the success with pumpkins. I never thought that I'll be able to grow these pumpkins. There you go. Wow. All right, let's take this. I don't know if I'll be able to beat the size. Yeah, it's definitely going to be a challenge to beat this size. Right, let's get all of those Chinese bottle gourds and pumpkins that we've harvested, and there you go. These are very heavy. These probably weigh, I think this one here, I think probably about 9 kilo. This one here, probably about 7. Right, might as well harvest the snake gourds too, because as the temperature cools down, these plants will be dead. So yeah, let's harvest those before this happens. Got few snake gourds that are for seed collection. This plant here is a winter squash plant, and this plant has done really well for me this year, and also previous year we've been able to get really good harvest. So it's kind of like a regular in my garden, because I know it's a good producer. So we've harvested quite a lot of winter squash already, but these two are now ready, and these two will be the final harvest. And these are very long winter squash that you can use as zucchini courgette, but also if you want to use them like butternut squash, you just need to store them in a dry place, and yeah, you can then, the outer skin will just turn brown like a butternut squash, so you can use them in different dishes in place of butternut squash. And also these keeps very well in terms of storage. Now we're going to go and harvest the hyacinth beans, or uri as we call it in Bengali. We've done several harvests of uris, but this will be the final harvest. This is another very cold sensitive plant, so we might as well just harvest it now. Right, let's do this. So this variety of hyacinth beans is actually really good. It's an early producer. The plant doesn't get very large, but it does produces good amount of hyacinth beans. So I'll definitely be growing this one next year. I'll be keeping some pods for seeds, and yeah, just grow them. Maybe I'll grow a little bit more in terms of the amount of plant. I'll probably start a little bit more plants next year, because this year I only got 4 uri plants, and these are the produce that I'm getting from these 4 plants. So if you're wondering what variety of uri that is, I actually don't know. This is because the seeds I got from one of my relatives, so not sure which the exact variety this uri is, but I know that it produces well, so I don't need to know the variety. As long as it produces and all the hard work pays off, then that's all it matters. So it's a decent harvest of hyacinth beans. Let's just add this to our total harvest for today. Now that's the harvest that we've done today, and as I mentioned before, that this is our final harvest for this year in terms of the summer vegetable. And let's just see how many botulgas we have in here, and let's just tell you how many botulgas we were able to harvest this year. So in here I've got 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13. I wouldn't count the very smaller one. So I've got 13 decent sized botulgas that we've been able to harvest today, and previously we were able to harvest 38 botulgas. So with that 13, let's just say 51 botulgas that we've harvested this year. And as I said, thanks to Allah, you know, we've been very successful, even considering the weather that we've got. Let's have a look at the pumpkin. So we've got 3 pumpkins, very large. I'm really happy with this one. This is probably about 15 kilo, I would say 15 kilogram, and these are, I would say, probably about 4 and 8 kilograms. There are 2 different varieties of pumpkin in here, and of course previously we've harvested 1 more pumpkin, so that brings us a total of 4 pumpkins that we've harvested. If we look at the Chinese bottle gourds, so the Chinese bottle gourds, we've got 6 Chinese bottle gourds in here, and again these are probably about 8-9 kilogram and probably even 10 kilogram each. And so yeah, as I said, we've got 6 in here, and we've harvested 2 previously, so that's 8 Chinese bottle gourds for 2023. The winter squash, we've harvested 2 in here, and I think we've previously harvested in a total of probably about 5 or 6, so that brings us about a total of 8 winter squash. And we've done one harvest of snake gourds, I think 1 or 2 harvests of snake gourds. So with this harvest, that brings us a total of 3 harvests of snake gourd this year. And as I said, I'll be keeping the seeds from a few of these snake gourds for next year. Bangladeshi uri, mashallah, this is a decent harvest. Also we've done a couple of harvests previously, so yeah, in here probably I would say about 1.5 kilograms in here. So yeah, definitely plenty for a for cooking a dish with hyacinth beans. That is it for today, guys. Thank you very much for watching this video, and if you like the video, please do hit the like button and do subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Definitely there's plenty going on in the garden in terms of the winter crops, so do stay tuned and keep your eyes peeled. I will be bringing a few more videos on the channel as to what I grow for winter. And yeah, thank you very much again, and I see you in the next one. Assalamu alaikum.